Going on, Jerome. So yes, we Minnesota Vikings fans are obviously fired up about the future of the franchise. J. McCarthy, the Michigan man, coming on in with the plan and going to be the next Tom Brady and lead the Vikings to a dozen Jerome Bardys in the next 10 years. Right? But there is a competition in camp right now, and it does look like it's going to go the way of the veteran, slinging Sam Darnold, former number 3 overall pick in 2018, the pride of USC. No. That's right. And even though first couple practices, McCarthy's looking pretty damn good. I actually do think that Darnold is more than holding his own. He's really stepped up the last 4 practices. And also, Wednesday probably is some of the best ball that we've seen Sam Darnold play, whether on the field, obviously with the Jets and the Panthers, or in a practice. Talk about practice situation. And, of course, he knows where his bread is buttered, man. And Jefferson back at practice full go and just dominating. Just dominated, man. And there was some absolutely pretty balls going from 14 to 18. That could certainly be the combination for the Vikings passing game and offense and everything this year, where Jefferson has proved that he is quarterback proof. He can play with anyone. Put up big numbers with Nick Mullins last year. Obviously put up big numbers with Kirk Cousins. Why can't he put up big numbers with slinging Sam Darnold and put some points on the board and lead the Vikings to a number of wins? Now, I fully understand. Sam Darnold has a reputation. Oh, he's a bust. Oh, boo, boo. But again, what quarterback would have succeeded with the Jets? Let's just go back in time. Put Patrick Mahomes on the 2018 Jets and have him start right away. Patrick Mahomes would be, hey, former Twins pitcher Pat Mahomes' kid in the UFL. Probably. That's how bad the Jets were. I mean, put Patrick Mahomes with Adam Gase and see what happens, and put Sam Darnold with Andy Reid and see what happens. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. But he was damn good at USC, as we said. Jets, Panthers, not so much. Last year, backup with the Niners, I think greatly will help him. And the Vikings, $10 million bucks. It's not a ton, but also it's not nothing. And it's clear commitment to him this offseason as they hedge the bet before they head into the draft in April. But Darnold, obviously, this is the best situation for Darnold. And you got to ask, what is going to transpire this year? And he's looking to get paid somewhere else. Probably not going to be here long term with J.J. McCarthy waiting in the wings. But I guess never say never. I mean, if Darnold came out and won the MVP/comeback player of the year, although I don't know if he can win with the new parameters, and win Super Bowl MVP, okay, he can stay. We'll franchise tag you. But the question is, so a lot of questions, what is Darnold's ceiling in this offense? Now, I'm not a big black and white stats guy because they don't necessarily tell the whole story, but also they're an indicator. Right, so generally, if the quarterback puts up better numbers, the team is generally going to have better success, right? And of course, things like passing yards aren't created equal. It's well, did you put up the passing numbers because you're an elite offense or because your ass was in catch-up mode the entire game? Who knows, man? But just spitballing, just tossing some numbers out there. Could Darnold lead the league in completion percentage at 69.8%? Nice. Certainly. Given the weapons, given the O'Connell offensive infrastructure, yes. 4,000 passing yard season, yes, certainly within reach, especially with the 17-game season, especially with Jefferson, Addison, eventually Hawkinson. 7.5 yards per attempt, we could probably do better. 30 touchdowns, sure, 11 picks. So Darnold, his Achilles heel has been throwing the ball to the other team. So hopefully we can reduce those. Quarterback rating, 100.9, certainly. As well as PFF grade, 79.8, yes. And also making the Pro Bowl. I mean, all the good quarterbacks are in the AFC, so never say never. Now, we didn't randomly just pull these numbers out of our ass. These are actually 2022 Geno Smith numbers. Now, Geno, another failed quarterback for the Jets, but he was a second-round pick and not the number 3 overall pick. But he went from starter of the Jets, was a backup, and then eventually he had a boom season in 2022 with the Seahawks. Or we could say, hey, could Darnold have a 2023 Baker Mayfield type season? Could he historically have a Rich Gannon with the Raiders, Jim Plunkett with the Raiders type season? Yes. He has the physical tools, but the question is, can he sustain that confidence? Who knows? But there's a lot of things going in Sam Darnold's favor. Number 1, Justin Jefferson. Number 2, Justin Jefferson, where I'm kind of surprised Like, I'm kind of surprised there wasn't more of a land rush in terms of quarterbacks trying to get here in the great state of Minnesota with Justin friggin' Jefferson on the receiving end of the balls, right? So, F it, JJ's down there. I'm sorry. F it, Jets is down there somewhere. It's going to work out. Jordan Addison is one of the tier 1 wide receiver 2s if he can stay on the field. TJ Hockenson eventually will be back. He's a top 3 tight end, and he's not 3. Then you got great tackles. Christian Darrisaw watching your ass, as well as Brian O'Neill still got something left in the tank at right tackle. Improved interior offensive line. I mean, that first team offensive line looked pretty good in practice on Wednesday. We'll see what happens in a game situation if the starters even play. But the competition at guard. Bradbury added some weight. Hopefully that will be good to go. Credible running game with Aaron Jones and Ty Chandler taking pressure off of Darnold. As a quarterback also plays into the Vikings being a play-action passing team, which is exactly what Kevin O'Connell wants it to be. Plus, you have Kevin O'Connell calling plays as opposed to, I don't know, Adam Gase. What? Adam Gase finessed 2 head coaching jobs because he was just there when Peyton Manning was in Denver. Isn't that crazy? Same thing with Mike McCoy. It was. But also his boy Josh McCown as quarterback's coach, mentor back in the Jets days. Brian Flores' defense bringing that fire because it's something that most people don't think about. Having a great defense, reducing number of points that you need. So a great defense means that you don't have to score a touchdown every single drive. Less pressure on you. And also, guess what? Hey, the defense will get you the ball back. The defense will get you in better field position. The defense will put you in better scoring position. And also maybe a turnover here or there. Life is pretty damn good. All right. Also, Will Rockard putting up points from all over the place. It's like, oh, we're in field goal range. Let's put up the 3. Go ahead. As well as bomb-ass special teams led by Coach Hatt. Again, field position. And everything that Darnold has, like he hasn't had before in his career. And again, if he can't succeed here, he's not going to succeed anywhere. Like it's over, finito. May as well start learning Chinese, buddy. Also, so I was worried. I know people say, well, you're flip-flopping on Sam Darnold. You were calling him out last week. Yeah, because he deserved to be called out. And as we said, you got to step up because Darnold was not playing well. He was playing very inconsistently. J.J. McCarthy was looking really damn good, so it's time to nut up or shut up, and that's exactly what he did. Over the last 4 practices, USC has certainly been fighting on. And also, I think the J.J. pressure might be good because confidence and consistency have always been issues with Sam Darnold, seemingly. And now, like, he understands, like, he's in a great situation. He can get paid probably somewhere else. Maybe as a free agent, maybe a tag and trade. But McCarthy, I mean, the fans want McCarthy out there. Kevin O'Connell probably wants McCarthy out there as well. So every single week, he knows that he's got to bring it, and he knows that he's in contract year. All those things combined could add a little motivation. And just, is he the type of person who's going to succeed under those parameters, or is he going to crumble? Initially, it looked like he was going to crumble, but now I think that he could push himself to succeed. So I'm Sam Darnold, man. I think that the Vikings are going to shock a lot of people. I think that he will orchestrate the offense. I think that he will get the ball to the playmakers. I think that he will reduce his mistakes. I think that he'll be solid for what Kevin O'Connell wants him to do. I think the Vikings are going to put up points. Flores is going to release that hellfire defense. And the 2024 Vikings are going to surprise a lot of people. All the haters and losers are going to be shocked when they rack up and stack up 10, 11 wins, vying for the North, pushing in the playoffs. And then guess what? Crazy things happen, man. Crazy things. That's right. Slinging Sam Darnold, comeback player of the year. Slinging Sam Darnold, playoff run. Slinging Sam Darnold, NOLA, Super Bowl, W. Eating a W. I mean, the script writers will be on one. Oh, the Vikings return to the Superdome and hoist at Jerome Barty. In your face. That's all, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. What's the ceiling for Sam Darnold and the Vikings this year? Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts. You guys know what to do. Skull, production value.